I'm John Shepherd, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about how you can improvise with everyday items to carry on with your resistance training. Not all of you are going to have access to fitness items such as kettlebells, but with thought you can adapt quite a lot of everyday items to carry out very similar functions. Now, most of us are going to have plastic containers and bottles. Now, the interesting thing is that 1 litre of liquid weighs the same as 1 kilogram. So it's very easy to work out what you're going to be able to lift. Now, an everyday building brick weighs about 2 kilograms, 2.23 kilograms. You've got a ready-made weights block. To carry some of the items for some of the exercises, you're going to need a strong bag. Now, these supposedly should carry about 10 to 15 kilograms. Now, I'm lucky also to have some builders merchants bags. It's actually rated at being able to hold 1,000 kilograms, so a tremendous amount of weight, and therefore the bag is very, very strong. Okay, let's get on with the exercises and start with the builder's merchant's sack. First exercise is simple enough, and it's simply walking forward with it. You will need to brace your core throughout. I then added more weight to the bag by using bricks in the garden. This is a step back lunge with a pull of the bag. So step back, pull the bag in. Make the exercise more running specific. Pick your heel up and then push it away before pulling the bag inwards. And watch out for the cat or dog if you have one. Okay, the next exercise is a step back lunge, alternating legs with a curl. So step back, curl the bag, step back, curl the bag. You can do some great all body exercise with this piece of improvised kit. Our next exercise is a drive pull of the bag. This is a type of exercise that you could do with a sled, but as you can see, you can do it almost the same with the builder's merchant's sack. Really extend through the hips to pull the bag forwards. This exercise would suit a heavy weight, so you can really fill the bag up for this one. And of course you can run with it. Again, performing an exercise very similar to what a sprinter, for example, would do with a sled. Again, and to reiterate, really make sure that your core is braced and that you drive through the hips in order to move the bag forwards. Okay, on to 1 litre bottles, so that's 1 kilogram in each hand. So an obvious exercise is a sprinter's arm action. Get into a lunge position and move the arms as if sprinting. Change stance between reps. You can do this on a time on or number of repetitions basis. The next exercise looks similar, but it's even more dynamic and incorporates a jump lunge. So perform a number of repetitions of sprint arms and then leap into the air, changing legs to continue sprinting. As with the previous version, you can perform a number of reps or do the exercise on a designated time on-off basis. You could move straight on to jump squats or take a rest and do them. So drive fully up through the ankles, knees and hips and really try to get as high as you can and leave the ground as quickly as you can. For a less dynamic option, just do squats holding your improvised weights. So the next exercise is a single leg one. For this Bulgarian split squat, try to use your rear leg only for balance and really work through the front leg, pushing up. Complete your designated number of reps or time on basis and then swap legs before taking a recovery to exercise the other leg. Try to keep your torso as upright as possible and lower and lift under control. You can add a jump to this exercise to make it more demanding. You'll need to really focus your energies in order to push through the front leg in order to drive yourself up into the air. Okay, on to our next exercise, which involves our strong carry bags and the builder's bricks. There are lots of exercises that you can do with this setup, and here I am doing an upright row. Keep braced and lead with the elbows. Here's an exercise for the glutes and hamstrings, the Romanian deadlift. Stand on one leg, hang the bag in front of you, and use your hips to lift it. Avoid the temptation to squat the bag up. This exercise also requires some balance. Complete your repetitions and then swap legs. Okay, our next exercise is the step back lunge. Lift the heel up, bring it to the front and push back through the heel of the front foot, trying to do this quite dynamically. Try to step forwards as straight as you can, lining up your heel, knee and hip. A similar exercise involves stepping forwards into a lunge and then into a sort of takeoff position. So, step forwards into a lunge and then swing the other leg up in front of you to a thighs parallel to the ground position. Okay, back to the builder's merchant's sack, and we're going to do some squats with this. Getting this into position is an exercise itself, so do practice with a very light weight before and should you wish to lift a heavier weight. Once the bag is on your shoulders, it's just a case of squatting, keeping your knees and ankles in alignment. You can, of course, change the exercise and make it even more dynamic by adding a jump, so this will really develop power. Okay, so you can see that with some creativity and lateral thinking, there are lots of exercises that you can do using everyday household or garden equipment. And of course, there's lots of bodyweight exercises that you can also do. And with other thoughts, you can adapt fitness items for various other purposes too. Over to you and enjoy your workouts.